And so welcome to the Fluid English Show Primer, where we call our customers and friends and ask them tough questions in the old fluid English. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, and we maybe find ourselves in the yard, but at the end of it, we speak and share what we believe will better our communities and enrich the lives of others. Fluid fucking English. Note, on the yard, if you hit them and after, if you hit each other, if you're friends, you get a fist fight, and one of them says uncle, and you hit them again, well, you're not going to be friends anymore.
That's right.
My guest, right? My guest today is Aaron Allen Jr., who is an ultra marathon racer and has a production and a fitness company that he produces. It's called Buckle Up. Welcome to the show, Harold. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Jason, man. I'm glad to be here, brother.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, man. I don't even know where to start, man. I'm Harold Allen. I'm from Bainbridge, Georgia. Ex-con, I did 10 years in prison when I was 17 years old. I ran over by a Ford Explorer truck when I was 12. Man, I can just keep going on and on with that, but guess what, man? It's all by the grace of God that I'm still standing here today. I'm just happy to be here, man. Happy to be alive. I'm ultra marathon runner. I think I ran like 1,500-mile races. And how I got into running has just been, man, how I got into running because I worked at Taco Bell for about 7 years after I got out of jail. I came home from prison. Here, where I got the job at Taco Bell, my parole officer helped me get the job. I went up with my leg monotone. It was like, hey, man. And I was like, hey, I can, you know what I mean? Because it was kind of crazy, you know what I mean? My parole officer actually helped me get a job. I came out and I actually stayed on that job at Taco Bell. I worked there for 7 whole years,
Right.
And that's just the kind of person I am. Even when I did the 10 years in prison at the age of 17 for the crime I didn't commit, I became a man behind the prison walls. Everything that a lot of my tactics I use, I learned that from prison. And it still stick with me to this day. But my main thing about life is to love God, man, and love people, man. Fluid English, buckle up.
What about you? What about your chess playing game? Don't you play a mean game of chess?
Oh yeah, man. I got a mean chess game, man. I learned that in prison. I love chess. I really love chess, and I compete. And a lot of people don't understand that because here go the deal. With the chess game it's your life game. It's your mind game. It's your consistent game. It's the chess is you. It's your makeup of how much you're willing to enhance and how much you're willing to give and grow. Your strategy, you got to have strategies. But at the same time, with me and learning about chess, and I try to tell a lot of people this, so we're in this so modern day history, and I know it's not going to be so sad because everybody with the phone, so everything's so fast, but chess, you got to sit down and learn the strategies. Because when I learned how to play chess in prison, I used to sit there and lose 20 games in a row. Right. I should lose so much repeatedly, but when I sit there and I figured it out and I learned it, I became the top player on a 2,000-man, compound. Right. I got so good, I don't even have to even see a board. I know how to call numbers out on the chessboard, so we can play chess over the phone. Just like me and you talking right now, I can read the numbers in my mind, and you could be having a board, I can have my board, and we could play through numbers.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So do you think most people fail because they have a really good intention of becoming a great at something or a champion, and the reality of it is that they don't see the reps like how you were talking about your chess game is you lost 20 games in a row before you'd win one or maybe even more. Do you think most people fail at that, or is it? I mean, is it because they're? Is it? I'm sorry, my mom.
Well, here go the deal. Here, Jason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they fail that, and plus also understanding there's too many people out here being pitied, pampered, and pampered.
Right.
When you're in prison, you ain't got no other alternative. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You gonna stand up or you gonna go to protect the custody.
Yeah, but
it's a concrete jungle.
If they call you out, you got to go.
Yeah, you got to go.
Make it happen. If it's King Kong, you still got to hang on that sub bitch. Yes, sir. So, and with the chess thing is, you want to go
you want to search and seeking. You know what I mean? Even like when you're in prison, you know, you've been in prison, I've been in prison. Just like it's more spiritual to me too, because every time they call church call, I was up in there though. I was in there because I love God, and I ain't never seen no revival like a prison revival yet until this day. I don't care what they say. A whole group of men praising and worshiping on God, and behind them walls, you locked up, but you as free as you ever would be. I ain't never seen a revival like I seen when I was in prison. Written out to this day.
Have you ever seen the mix, the confusion, like especially in short hairs, you know, guys coming in the penitentiary, where they would mistake sexuality and masculinity and run up on one of these prison punks and get cut up?
Yeah, always. Now we got a big thing, and I think the biggest thing, see, cause you got to think about it. Now, I left prison in 2007, so it was a bigger thing to me of Mexicans, Latinos, Mexicans taking over the South. Well, I know in the Georgia State Penitentiary, and they always use knives and cut them up, man. And,
yeah.
But here we go again, you know. And now I'm just reflecting back on, because this is a great opportunity to me, because I don't have too much time to really talk to people to be reflecting back on it. But it's a great opportunity for me to reflect back on it, because the people, this how I particularly, because I'm not, you know, gay or none of that right there, but I respect a person for being who they want to be and accepting life and going through whatever life they want to live. You know what I mean? Because some of them same people, them are going to be the most respectful people, but only if they accept that and go ahead and do that for themselves. You know what I mean? Because you got to look at me. I ended up in county camps, and what a county camp kind of form is, they let you go outside, and all that stuff. I always been to the hardcore prisons where people get killed, level 5 and better, you know, lockdown. You always see somebody get stabbed or bust in the head with lockers. You know, I've been in dormitories where, you know, they get the new guys in. The new guys come to the door, they walk right back out because it's so intense. You know, it's the jungle. You know, they know that, you know, guys, they're afraid to go to child call because somebody going to take their shit. Scream my language, fluid English. We're going fluid English tonight. But that's why I've been around. That's why I grew up around. That's why I came a man around. So it forced me to be on top of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be. Now, when I first come in, yeah, I had to go through a look, but I became a man, and I stood my ground in that with that. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
That was my first time, and now, on quote unquote, that was my first time ever being locked up. So my first time ever being locked up, I spent over 3,000 days in jail for a crime I didn't commit. Over 3,000 days in jail. It's crazy. First time ever, first night, went to 1 to 3,000. Say what now?
It happens. You know,
it happens, but it makes you stronger. You can't let it make you weaker. You got to let that make you stronger.
So you subscribe to the fact that things don't happen to you; they happen for you.
Yes, sir, indeed.
So, because you're a man that has a little more melatonin than me, okay, what do you feel like is the biggest self-victimization that Black Americans today in America take on for themselves?
I mean, we just don't love on each other. We don't trust each other.
Mm-hmm. I think you see that. I think you see that in people in general, not just black folks or white folks or green folks.
Well,
but I think there's just a big I think because you can't trust the people that you're supposed to trust, that you've elected. Mm-hmm. So how could you trust your fellow man? That's
right. But see, the thing about it is too, like you're saying, that me coming from what I see from my culture and what I see from other cultures, from the black race or whatever, it's just low, man. It's backstabbing. It's conniving. It's everybody want to be seen for something, but don't nobody want to do groundwork. So if they see a page like Harold Allen page, and the way I'm connecting with people like Jason Scott White Davis, and where I got people sending me sponsorships, and I'm going to these races, and even to say 100 miles. Don't you know that even because I got a lot of my white brothers and a lot of my other people, they run 100-mile race, but we want to take the black folks, let them run. No, right. See, they don't want to run because guess what? That's gonna open up everything you got inside you.
Yeah,
it's gonna open it up.
You'll get a gut check for real.
Yeah, you're gonna get a gut check.
So
we ain't talking about doing 26 miles. We talking about 100 miles.
Yeah, That's
100.
That's 99 more than I want to go. What do you feel like is a characteristic or trait that an ultramarathoner has that sets them apart from, say, the guy that goes to the gym and pumps some iron for an hour?
What's it the ultra real different from the?
What do you think in your mind being an ultramarathoner, a guy that runs these long endurance races?
And I also got to love lifting weights too now, because I can get down with both,
Right. But what do you think is a characteristic of the ultra marathoner that most people that go to gyms and work out that they don't have?
The unity, man. I gotta say the unity, man. The unity, the family. It's the family. It's the connections. It's and then if you just talk on quote unquote person in person, it's a spiritual thing too.
Spiritual.
See, ultra runner got the spiritual thing going on the side of them, which in the fact that I ain't knocking it, because like I said, I go with both sides. I can lift heavy weights. I can, I pretty much can go both ways. So I'm kind of you feel what I'm saying? But when we talking about that ultra running to get you down and going, you get what I mean? It's more, and I'm speaking probably pretty much particular on myself. And it's something that's going to stay with you even more longer, because when I really realized that I can run and I can minimize really being around people like that, and I can be more of I can be more of a person that can accept the world in existence in itself. You get what I mean? It's spiritual.
And so that do you think when you're running that you're actually getting closer to God, or are you actually kind of in reverse, fighting up the weight of the world? And then well, I know we're on a podcast. I know we're going live and all this stuff. But from my thing, when you're running, you're getting closer to God, or you're getting close to knowing your inner self. And do you think that as the race continues, as whenever the physical strain starts coming, do you think that you elevate to a higher level with God, or is it just, or are you asking God for the strength to carry on?
Well, it's all codependent, because I'm gonna tell you something. 100 miles, you're gonna have to ask Him to carry on, but it's all depending on your training and how you're going with that. You know what I mean?
Listen,
and also while you're looking at that like that too, we got a lot of times, a lot of people understand how much the sport of 100 milers don't grew in the last 5-10 years. So with that being said, if you got teams of people, which have always been at now, but you got teams. So you got a race chief, you got crew members, all these people teaming up. It ain't just like that. What I've been coming from my whole time, just a little country boy from Southwest Georgia. I come show up to the race. I ain't got no crews. It's just me by myself, running 100 miles by myself. You know what I mean? So now I got some people that coming in willing to help me. Hey, you never know what's going to happen now. You know what I mean? I just got to keep running.
You think
keep inspiring the world,
You think having that support, the team, and actually you're the one doing the work. I mean, let's just say that. I mean, you're the one pounding the pavement, but you think that having someone there to do the support, the water, the hydration.
We can compete with the best. We can beat the best.
You can be with the best.
And we can come next week. We'll go to the powerlifting meet. We'll go to the bodybuilding shows. We do whatever we want to do, but it's all about the mind creation. You got to experience that. You know what I mean? And now it just don't come happening on the first experience. It just take time. Because these people have been together 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? They know. They go into these workouts. They go into these sessions. But it's also good to say now that somebody not looking at Harold Allen as, golly, the guy got muscle, got long hair, he can run fast, or he a threat. So I ain't really want to deal with it, because here go the deal right here, Jason. Once you're a threat, just like me and you talk all the time, you're a threat to a lot of people. They're afraid of that. They're afraid to have your voice heard like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I would love to embrace that. See, here goes the deal. This guy helping people around the world with love and true and passionate, and he can back up what he's saying.
Right. Man,
we don't need that, because that's going to change the whole culture of people. Like, they got to follow behind that. And then when they get with that, they're going to automatically feed off that energy. Boom.
Right.
Now we got a problem.
when I say the word, I'm going to say this word to you, and I want you just to think about it and give me what the first thing on your mind is. When I say the word, what does heritage mean to Harold Allen Jr.?
I mean everything. Everything.
Right.
Everything. If you ain't got no heritage, you ain't got nothing. But at the same time, you need to know that you're not gonna be living here 100 years from now. So plant your seeds today so they can blossom for tomorrow, and don't worry about nothing. Let it go, 'cause that's what it's gonna be. You ain't gonna be here forever. So plant your seeds today and water them, whatever, and let them blossom for tomorrow. 'Cause we all gotta go.
Yeah, we all gonna go.
So heritage is everything for Harold Allen Jr. And that's why I deal with people like I deal with people. That's why I love on people. That's why I have to be like who I am. That's why I have to do my Facebook thing the way I have to do it, because I wanted my name. If you want your name to be remembered forever, what you gonna do to make it be remembered forever? You gotta love on people, because that's the only gonna be remembered. You can have your own little thing that's going on, but if you ain't out here giving to these people and doing what you need to do, man, your name gonna be forgotten, blown in the wind. But if you out here loving on everybody, speaking and giving that love, you ain't gonna be forgotten. Because ain't nobody out here willing to do it no more.
Do you feel like you loved on people when you were incarcerated for something you didn't do?
Yeah. Because God always working mysterious ways in life. Like I said, I thank God every day. That's why I don't get on Facebook. I don't rant. And a lot of people like, dang man, I ain't never know you did 10 years in prison. Yeah, I did. But that's back there. It's over with. I ain't had no kids, and I got 5 girls. Thank God,
5 girls, I know.
yeah, 5 girls, no boy. You know what I'm saying? So I might have some grandsons coming on up, but I thank God.
You can't own a gun. But you got 5 girls.
Yeah, I know that. I can't miss now, so I can't miss. So heritage, I can't miss now. So,
Well, you always like when we close this thing down. I always like to give out something silly, man, because there's always something. I think we need to have a good sense of humor. So I like to call this "That's Fucked Up" question. All right. And so if Superman is the Man of Steel, do you believe it's only natural to think that he has buns of steel?
Oh hell yeah, he got buns of steel. Shit, Superman got some shit. Superman a swat down and fly 1,000 feet on you and fly for miles. You can't fuck with Superman. Yeah, that's why we're looking at them damn basketball players trying to put that. Nah, y'all can't be Superman now. But you can have it in your mind. You know what I mean? You can have it in your mind that you Superman. Yeah, Superman got buns still all day. Shit. He probably can put some in his ass and crack it. Soda cans and pop and fucking. I know you're going. I know you had to get me on live on that, but
Hey, listen. Hey, I just wanted to. And so, where do we catch you at? In case someone actually listens to our little program, where do they catch you at? And give us some information, contact information for you.
All the way, man. Hey, hit me up on Facebook, man. Hit me. Come to Bainbridge, Southwest Georgia. Follow my Facebook link or get in contact with Jason Scott White Davis, Hot Spring, Arkansas. If y'all want us to get up there, I'm coming to Hot Springs soon and get the community going, man. Get them kids up there going, man. Let them know what it's all about, man. 100 Mile Harold Allen, man. I love you guys. I love Jason, and that's why I did this. And we formed this, show y'all this better to come, man. The world, we got to make this thing a better place. So in 229-205-7962, that's my phone number, 1202 East Water Street, Bainbridge, Georgia, zip code 39817. Ain't no secrets. Ain't no hiding nothing. I seen the video I seen the video you posted today. They're talking about you post your address. Ain't nobody worried about that. We ain't worried about none of that.
Hell no, you might show up.
Yeah, I had a little fall.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I had a little foggy.
Or get handled. Either way. I mean, it can go either way. But
I know, right?
We ain't gonna back down. But listen, man, I love you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. And when we get this thing over, we'll do a full-time production. But God bless you, okay?
God bless you. I'm going to call you back till I get through.